Welcome back to Daytime. Nice to have you here. And a repeat performance. We're thrilled that she's back. Linda Ockwell-Jenner, motivational steps and motivational specialist, I guess.
Yeah.
When last you were on the show and we chatted, you were just kind of getting the gears going on the business, and it has just taken off for you.
Yes, it's been really great. I do workshops on lots of different topics, but mostly health and wellness. That's because I am a breast cancer survivor
Well, this
myself.
is what I was going to say. Yours was born out of, as so often is the case with someone who tries to have a positive outlook, out of your own personal tragedy. And not once for you.
Yeah, twice.
Twice you've been down that road.
Yeah, the last time was Friday the 13th, August, the year 2000, and I had both my breasts removed, and that was when I decided to start my own business and motivate others to be a survivor as I am.
What were you, I mean, before that, were you just, like the majority of us, just kind of chugging through life, doing whatever we do? Did it take the trauma of that to make you go, wait a minute, the glass is half full?
I guess in '97, when I first got breast cancer, that's what made me change my life. So I decided to look into starting my own business, going back to school, and it just took off from there. Everybody wants to know about keeping well and less stressed, you know? You know,
what's interesting is that people in those conditions usually are the ones that need someone to help motivate them. I mean, who was there to help keep you happy?
Okay.
Did you have a support system?
I did, and I'm actually now an ambassador for that exact place, Hope Springs. It's a cancer support centre in Allen Street, and I could phone people up there, I could go to that place, and I could get free help, programs to help me relax, or just talk to someone. And because I was helped those years ago with that, now I do the same thing to help other people.
Would you say that talking with someone is sometimes the single key ingredient that people need?
Definitely. Not all people who have a problem, though, whether it's an illness or a trauma of some other sort, do want to talk. So you have to take the key from them. But talking relieves your stress. And then you start feeling, well, you know, I can move on to the next day. And that's what I did.
I get the feeling that maybe women are a little bit better at that, and I say that only because traditionally men, and I know myself, if I have a problem, I'd rather not talk to anyone till I've worked it through.
Yep.
Whereas with, and not all women, but women will seek out a friend, or whether I just don't want to, I'll deal with it myself, I'll tough it out.
Well, I'm doing more and more workshops now for men, not just men, but men are coming along to the stress management workshops, and they are admitting that, yeah, we need help, we can't keep it all inside, because stress will give you headaches, pains, you can feel sick, you can't sleep, you can't eat, and that's all to do with stress because you have a problem and you can't talk about it.
And sometimes people just have a hard time seeing the connection between stress and the medical condition, but it's very real, very much there. It can aggravate a health problem that's already there.
Yeah, you can actually get panic attacks, you can get pains in your chest, which people don't realise. They think they're having a heart attack, but it's a stressful time.
Okay, so somebody watching right now may be going through something as traumatic as cancer. Somebody else may just simply be suffering from the February blahs and just feeling in a bit of a funk right now.
Okay.
You've got some pretty helpful steps to help us work through something like this.
Yeah, definitely. Well, first of all, you've got to realise that you are feeling blah, down, depressed, and once you realise that, move on to saying, how can I get out of this feeling? Nobody's going to come along and give you $1 million to make you feel better. So I suggest either taking a nice walk, even in this weather, wrap up warm, take a walk, a hobby, swimming, walking, taking the dog a walk, reading a good book, going on the computer and looking at what's on the computer. Anything that's going to take you away from feeling blah. Have a holiday if you can afford it.
But even you said it doesn't have to involve a lot of money. It can be as simple as going for a walk. It's interesting, too, that I think sometimes maybe when people get in that condition and people that are grieving maybe the loss of a loved one, it's easy and just reactionary to say, no, I don't want to do that, don't want to do that. But then when you do, we've all had that, where you're invited to a party and you think, I'm not really in the mood. And you get there and you think, I am so glad so-and-so made me come here.
Yep.
So you kind of have to give yourself a little kick in the push.
You do, because nobody can do that for you. Whatever problems you've got, you have to deal with them, and you can have lots of help of people. People are willing to help you, but unless you want to help yourself.
What if it's stress? A million things on the go. Got this, the cars, the cats, the kid. You know, what do you do? How do you slow down?
Well, slow down on your coffee intake.
Yeah, you noticed the coffee intake. Thank you. There's a big one.
But you know, tea can be just as bad. If you have too much tea, that can be just as bad.
Some people think tea has less caffeine.
Moderation, moderation in everything. So, healthy lifestyle, and that basically means a really good diet. And yes, you can have hamburgers once in a while. Take vitamins if you feel you need to supplement. Exercise. Drink in moderation, tea, coffee, alcohol. Okay, moderation is the key. Try not to smoke. It's a really bad habit, and I know people do.
I have heard that there is some belief that, yeah, that's a good one.
And basically, don't take drugs all the time. If you have an ailment, you know, try to get along without taking the headache tablet and try and work it out, you know, some other way. So healthy lifestyle is very important, but you've got to want to get up there and go out there and join a gym, go for a walk.
Because I have heard that, the people that have the tendency of saying this pill works, this is the quick fix, and what you're doing is slapping a Band-Aid on us, and instead of joining the gym, or instead of doing what, not always the case, and again, if it's something serious, you've got to talk to a doctor. But I know when I get to the gym, it's sometimes hard when the car wants to, you know, go home and plop down on the couch with a bag of Doritos, but that's just me. To make it go to the gym, but when I leave the gym, you're like, oh,
marvelous.
this is great that I did this. You talked to about something, ergonomic wellness.
Yeah, this is ever so interesting today. More people are deciding that, you know, sitting in front of a computer, whether you're at school or whether you're at work, is a bad thing for long periods. Me, for instance, now my feet don't reach the floor, I'm dangling. So if I was sitting at a computer without my feet straight on the floor for long periods, I'd have shoulder pains, backache. You can also get repetitive stress syndrome from, you know, not having your wrists right. And staring at the computer for long times is really bad.
Having the monitor at the wrong height?
Yeah, like if you look up like that, you're supposed to look straight, and it's supposed to be so many inches away from you. What I'm finding schools and workplaces now are doing sessions on ergonomic wellness, and this is because there's less sick time. People stay off work less if the employees and the schools as well look after the ergonomic wellness.
Right, and you can get people in who will go through your workplace and kind of go, you know what, move this here, put this here. It doesn't have to be big budget things, does it?
No, you can even go on the computer and look at the information on the computer if you want to do it really cheaply.
All right. I've heard of these computers. I'm going to have to find out more about those. Thank you, Linda Ockwell-Jenner. And people can get in touch with you at?
www.motivationalsteps.com. That's my website, or 893-1598, my telephone number.
All right, terrific. Thanks for your time today. We appreciate that. All right, some constructive advice to help you if you're going through everything from the blahs to a more serious illness. You can find out more again at www.motivationalsteps.com. Stay with us. It's Thursday. It's Entertainment Day. Boy, do we have a treat for you. An exceptional performer. Michael K. Sammers next, vocalist here on Daytime.